Hey, what's up, everybody? So I am starting to take some of Dr. Sebi's products. I know if you're watching this video, you've probably heard of Dr. Sebi and you know who he is and pretty much what he offers. So what I have here, I got my order in last week, about a week ago, but I'm just starting it today. It's the right now it's listed on the site as the small cleansing package, and it comes with the uh, Chalashian 2, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Or I don't know, I may be butchering the name, but the 2. And then this is the Ferro, and the other one is the Viento. So these are the three um, products that comes in the small cleansing package as it's listed on the site. Now, I've heard some really good things about these products, so I want to start taking them. I mean, just for general health purposes. So I'm gonna start these capsules here. There's a lot of capsules you have to take. Like this one, I believe it's you got to take 3 capsules in the morning and in the evening. So in the AM and PM, if you can see that on the bottle. So that's 6 capsules of this one per day, and then 2 to 3 capsules of this one, as you can see on the bottle there. 2 to 3 capsules of this one in the AM and in the PM. So that's pretty much another six capsules a day. And then with the Viento, it's as you can see here, it's 4 capsules a day. So that's quite a few capsules. So that's 4, 6, and 6. That's actually that's actually 16 capsules a day divided up between morning and afternoon. So I haven't opened the bottles yet. As you see, they're still packaged here. I'm about to open them now. Go ahead and take my first ones, and I'll keep you guys posted on what my results are, what I'm feeling. Um, Kind of looking forward to taking them. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so let's see what they look like in the inside. Regular cotton ball stuff in there. There's, no weird smell or anything to them, or anything that's different than say any other capsules that you would get in a bottle like this. Nothing weird about it or anything like that. Um, Let me try the other ones as well. They're probably all the same thing. I'll just go ahead and open them here since I'm doing it in the video. If I can get all of this plastic off me. Plastic sticks to you. Okay. Yeah, same thing here. Nothing weird. No weird smell or anything about it. The capsules are standard capsule size that you'll see. I'll just take a couple of them out. So you can see, I don't know if you can tell how large or how small these are in the video, but they're about standard size of what you would see in capsules like this, or in like diet capsules, or if you're into fitness and stuff like that, you'll see fitness capsules and stuff about this size. So um, they're for me, they're not that large. They're probably like medium size. If you have a problem like taking capsules or vitamins and stuff like that are larger, like some of the women and stuff like that may have problems with it because they tend to not. Well, I'm gonna leave that one on. But anyway, the capsules are they for me there would be not that big of a deal. But taking that many of them will probably get to some of you guys. So anyway, same thing here. Yeah, no odd, weird smell or anything like that. Like I said, all of the capsules and all of them are pretty much the same size. Um, as you can see there. So yeah, they're all about the same size. So I want to start these. What comes in the bottle? There's 90 capsules in each bottle. So um, estimate that's probably going to last about between all of these. If I'm taking them as suggested, it's probably going to last about 2 weeks. I think about 14, 15 days. So that's what we're looking at. And today is November 30th, 2015. So again, we're going to see how this goes. I'm where I am now, and this is just me documenting my process. It's morning time. I'm not really a morning person. It's not really early morning. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. So I'm not really a morning person. So I'm not like, up and spiffy and stuff right now, as probably I will be like later on in the day when I go work out in the gym and stuff like that. So I'm feeling pretty, normal. I'm not sick or anything. Um, I hear this is a lot of the reviews and stuff are saying like these products are, helps a lot of mucus and stuff come up out of your body. So right now I don't have a cold or anything, and I'm not sniffing. I don't have allergies or anything like that going on. And allergies is the only thing I really deal with this as far as sickness anyway. So we'll see how this goes. It also supposed to make you have more frequent bowel movements. I think about 2 or 3 a day that I read that some people were saying. Right now I'm fairly normal. Probably well, depends on what you consider normal, but maybe like once a day, or just depending on my eating habits. But definitely at least once every 2 days. So that's where I am now. So we'll see what these products do. I'm gonna keep documenting progress. I don't know if I'll shoot a video every day, but definitely keep at least every couple of days to see what changes and stuff are made. Especially if I experience any big changes or anything like that, I'll keep you guys updated on this product. And from what I hear, it's really, really, really good. So looking forward to taking it. So if you guys are interested in Dr. Sebi's products, do some research on him, do some research on Dr. Sebi, who he is, and what he has to offer, and maybe order some of the products. And the products, the price of them now is the small cleansing package was $250 US dollars. So they're fairly expensive, I guess, depending on your budget and stuff like that. But for good health, there's really no price that you can price tag you can put on it. So anyway, I'll let you know how this process goes and see if I'll recommend these products. And I'll just do that, and I'll keep you guys updated. So look for some more videos on this progress on the process, and I'll check you guys later. Peace. Hey, what's up, everyone? So I'm back with some updates on my progress and process with taking Dr. Sebi's small cleansing package. So this is the second video, and I've actually been on it now for about a week and a half. Today is Wednesday, December the 9th. It's around 2:21 during the day, 2:20 p.m. And it's been a kind of interesting ride over the past couple of weeks. So, or the past week and a half. I guess the main thing I'll say first is I'll talk about the what I feel and stuff on a consistent basis, and has that changed since I started taking the products. Now, for me personally, again, I didn't start this cleanse in a sort of really, really unhealthy state. I mean, for the most part, I generally eat pretty healthy. I eat pretty good foods and stuff on a regular basis. So I know when that's the case, I learned not to expect this big night and day difference from how I feel when I start taking a certain product that is supposed to be like the blood nourishers and offer stuff like this. I didn't expect to experience this big night and day difference, and my suspicions were correct. I have not experienced that. What I do imagine is that if somebody is taking these products that's generally unhealthy or eats unhealthy on a regular basis, there probably will be a big difference between what you feel when you start taking these products, especially if you're following the recommended diet that he recommends with these products. So that's the main thing. I don't think that I've had this big change in my energy or anything like that. It's pretty much generally the same. Like I stated in the last video, I think I'm not really a morning person, so I mean that still continues. So I'm not during the morning. I'm still kind of groggy, things like that. Some of the things that the product promises is clarity in thought or something like that, which again I haven't really noticed a big difference in, because I haven't my mind and stuff stays pretty clear for the most part anyway. So. But I do imagine that, if you're interested in taking these products, maybe it would be different from you. This is just my personal experience that I'm giving you, and, giving you some context of where I'm starting from. What I notice generally is that people who, take products like this, who are already in sort of an unhealthy state, mental state or physical state or whatever, they experience the biggest changes because, their bodies are really doing something different than what they normally do. So again, that's what this is for me. Now, the other thing I'll talk about, and if you're not comfortable with talking about things like bowel movements, may want to skip ahead now because that's the biggest thing that I'm going to talk about in this video. This product here, the name that I butchered last time, I think is Shalashian. I still don't know how to pronounce that. But this stuff here is very potent, guys. It says, it promises that you'll probably be having about 3 to 6 bowel movements per day. And it's true. You will have about 3 to 6 bowel movements per day. It's, for me right now, as I said, it's about 221, 222 during the day. I've already, since I've woken up, had 3. So, I mean, you can imagine how my day is going. So I will say this, though, about this product. This is, I do think it's very potent. What I recommend is, on the bottle here, you can see it says that, it recommends to start with 2 to 3 capsules per day. What I recommend is starting with the 2. I started with 3, and my God, like during the first day, you don't really get anything. It's really that second morning when you wake up. If you start taking them like, say, a Monday morning, and then you take them twice that day, by the time that Monday you wake up, that's pretty much when that first bowel movement kind of hits. But literally, I was on the 3. I started taking 3 of these, in the morning and in the evening, for I think about the first 3 or 4 days, and it was it was a wake up call. So I mean, you have to kind of stay close to the bathroom because this stuff is, it hits, and I mean, you have to go. That's the thing about it. At least that's my experience. When it hits, even now I've brought it down to 2, but when it hits, it's like you gotta go. Now at the same time, it's not the most overwhelming feeling on earth. I will say that you probably do need to be near a bathroom or stay close to a bathroom in most times of the day. But if you're in those situations where you just can't get to one, if you're like at work or something, you can't move it away from your desk or something like that at the drop of a hat, it's not that bad. It won't be that bad, and I think you can probably hold it for a little while before you just really have to feel like you have to go, and you may just lose it and let it go on yourself. At least that's the experience for me. On a level of I would say probably intensity from this product, on a scale of 1 to 10, when I was taking a 3, it was probably at around a 7. When I dropped it to 2, it probably became around a 5. So the 5 was much more manageable for me. So again, it does. I mean, it's been different times. The amount of times have been different each day. Most of the time, it's about 3 or 4. Sometimes it's been 6 or 7. Sometimes it's been 2 or 3. But usually it averages around 3 or 4. So, and that's what it's been for me over the past week and a half with this product. So again, this Shalashian product, Shalashian 2, and again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. I would recommend starting with the 2, and then if you can handle the 2 and you feel like it's okay, and it's mild and stuff, you maybe up to the 3 from there. Now, the other thing about these products in general too, it doesn't specify how long you're supposed to take each of these products. If you're taking them as recommended, they're probably gonna last about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks. I'm guesstimating. So I'm not sure if you're supposed to take it the whole 3 weeks or anything, because there are not a lot of instructions that come with it. What you get is this. Let me grab this pamphlet. When it comes, you get this pamphlet here that has like the nutritional guide on the front, and here in the cover it has some information about Dr. Sebi and who he is. This is like the recommended diet, vegetables. Let me look up, see if you guys can see that. Yeah, this is like the recommended diet and vegetables and stuff like that, and then it just gives you a little information like that. On the back, it gives you important things to remember. I think that's what that says. Yeah. And same thing here. That's just a continuation of the foods. Here's the other little pamphlet slide that comes inside of it is just a price list thing for the products that he offers, on his site. So that's just a price list, and then on the back of that, it has what the products are listed and what they do. So here's the information that you get, but it doesn't tell you take it until it runs out or how long you're supposed to take it. So for me, I'm probably just going to take it until it runs out, or until I feel like my bowels are just like like crazy empty or something. But So really, that's it. And like I said, the other two products that comes in the cleanse, this Viento. This is supposed to be like sort of like an energy booster. Actually, let me see what it says on the pamphlet. It says that Viento is an energizer, cleanser, and revitalizer. Viento offers oxygen-rich iron to the brain, central nervous system, and lymphatic system. It also addresses the kidneys and respiratory system, combats the craving for addictive substances. The dosage is 4 capsules daily. Now I will talk about that too. I'll talk about the eating the cravings thing. Now I will say that these products has probably curbed my appetite a little bit. I do want to say though that I think it's probably because of the bowel movements in my stomach. Because what happens is, your stomach kind of feels a little crampy, throughout the day quite a bit. And if you've ever had a stomach ache, if you've ever had anything wrong with your stomach, it kind of makes you not want to eat. So that's really what's happening with this. I don't know if it's a direct result of my stomach being crampy, or the Viento is actually just kicking in. So anyway, that's the whole thing on this product. The Ferro, the same thing. I haven't really noticed. I'll read you guys what it says about the Ferro. It says that it's a blood nourisher and purifier. It contains herbs that are high in iron phosphate and other minerals that nourish and strengthen the entire system. So again, this is something that you probably, even in the unhealthy state, you're probably not going to like feel a big difference in anyway. And as with most cleanses, just the cleanse is sort of cleansing out your body. So a lot of times you don't feel like this immediate, sense of health or anything like that. So now another tip I did want to tell you guys is that really get you some really good toilet tissue. Like seriously, get you some good Charmin, some soft toilet tissue or something, because you're gonna be wiping a lot. And like I know it's funny, but like seriously, like you could get chafe, soreness and stuff down there in that area. So I do recommend that you get some really, really good toilet paper. Ladies, keep some in your purse. Fellas, keep some in your car. Whatever you need to do. Also, just in case, and I don't wish this on anybody, but you may want to keep an extra pair of underwear with you. When you travel, when you go somewhere, keep an extra pair in your car. Ladies, in your purse, whatever, just in case an accident happens. Now, look, this is, it hasn't happened to me, thank God, but I know some people's bowels are a little bit weaker than others. So, you may find yourself in a situation where, something kind of, just slips, I'm trying to keep it clean, guys. So, anyway, that's just a tip. Like I say, you can take that information for what it is, because you will find yourself in situations where it, at least for me, when it hits, it just hits like it's sudden. I'm, some sitting here in my room just doing some work or something like that, and it just comes up on me like that. And it's like, it goes from like the intensity goes from literally from like 0 to 5 or 6 like that. It's not like this gradual thing. At least that's not what it's been for me. So it may be a little bit different for you. You can test that out for yourself. Maybe if you start the product, start to take it on a weekend or something like that, where you're at home, maybe a Friday, because the Saturday is the day where it'll probably kick in. So just try it from there. But anyway, that's just another tip for you guys. Anyway, guys, that's it about my progress on these things. I'm actually scheduled to take mine now. I usually have been taking them in the morning, but I woke up kind of late today, kind of getting a late start to my day, so I'm about to take them now. And then usually I've been kind of spacing them probably about 12 hours apart. That's just me, because I usually take them about 11:30 in the morning. That's my standard time. And then sometimes, usually at night, sometime before I go to bed. So maybe it's around 1:30 in the morning or so by the time I take them in. So about 12-14 hours is the time difference I've been taking them. So again, guys, if you're interested in the Dr. Sebi products, this is just my sort of unbiased review on them. If you're interested in them, I'm not the authority on them, so go to the site and check them out yourself. I just wanted to, update you guys on my progress to help you out if you're thinking about buying them. I know I was, looking for videos like this when I was getting ready to purchase the products myself, to see what the reviews were saying and to see if anybody was giving any valuable information about them. So this has been my experience so far. I am enjoying it. It's working. It's a cleanse. It's, for me, it's doing exactly what it says it's going to do in the bottle. I didn't have this really big high expectation about it anyway, so it's doing exactly what it says it does. So that's really all you can ask for. And then a cleanse is really just a cleanse. How does it compare to other cleanses? I really can't say, because it's been a while, 6-7 years since I've last done a cleanse of this nature anyway. So But from what I do remember, it is, it's similar to other cleanses, but this one does seem to be a little bit more potent and offer a little bit more than standard cleanses does. So again, if you're interested in it, just check out the information, do some research on it yourself. I will keep you guys updated as my progress is going along, especially if anything big happens with these products, and just keep you guys posted from there. So anyway, thank you for watching the video. Talk to you soon. Hey, what's up, everybody? So I'm back with an update on the Dr. Sebi's small cleansing package that I just finished. So, as you know, I've been kind of documenting this process. This is my final day in the cleanse. It's actually Monday, December 21st, 2015, and I today is really my last day. I have the Ferro ran out, and I'll tell you about this in a second. But this ran out last Monday, so it was really only taking basically 6 of these a day. Only lasts you about 14 to 15 days. So, but the Shalashin 2, and I still don't know if I'm butchering that name or not, but I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm down to only, I think, 4 tablets left. So today will be my last day taking these. And I actually may just not even take these. I'm thinking about just, and I'll tell you about that in a second too, thinking about maybe giving them to my girlfriend or something, letting her try them out. Same thing with the Viento. I'm only down to 2 capsules on these because, again, I was taking 4 of these a day, which is what's recommended. So today is really my last day on all of this. So I kind of wanted to make this video sort of a wrap up about the whole process. Before I do that, though, I'll give you a quick update on what happened last week. So I did run out of the Ferro. That was gone again after about 2 weeks. And as you remember, I think I said in my last video that, I was talking about the bowel movements and everything that all of this stuff causes. Well, one thing, when the Ferro ran out, at least for me, it seems that my bowel movements started to be less frequent than they were with when I was taking both of the products at the same time. Now, why that's strange is because this product, the Shalashin 2, is the product that I think is supposed to, at least by the documents that come with the products, that's supposed to cause the bowel movements. So, excuse me. I was thinking that it was this product that was causing them, but what it seemed to me, at least for me, when the Ferro ran out, because I was taking all of these at the same time, when this ran out, my bowel movements became less frequent. So that was a little shock to me. So I don't know if it was maybe the two products together, the Shalashin 2 and the Ferro, sort of combined, that was kind of, producing the bowel movements that were. And there was actually one day last week, 1 or 2 days maybe last week, when I ran out of the Ferro, that I didn't have bowel movements at all. So I mean, it was kind of a little strange to me. So I'm not sure how that works. That may be, if you're thinking about taking this product, that may be a question you want to call in and ask them or something like that. But I don't know how that works. But anyway, that was the biggest thing that happened last week. So I sort of ran out of I did run out of the Ferro, and that's kind of what happened. So as far as the other product, the Viento, now on the instructions on this and on the description of this, it's supposed to be what's described as an energizer. For me, honestly, I did not experience this sort of, I don't even know how to describe it. I didn't experience this like big energy burst or anything like that during the day. And my days and my schedule pretty much stayed the same pretty much throughout this whole process. So I didn't experience a big energizing fit or energetic feeling throughout the day. It wasn't any different than what I normally feel. Now, I will say, though, in support of the product, at the same time, I wasn't really expecting to feel like this big change in my energy levels. As with most products, unless you're taking, something like the coffee pills or something like that, where you get that, that rush and that high. Unless you're taking something like that, generally speaking, at least for me, I don't feel like from energy pills, I don't feel like this big boost of energy from stuff anyway. I think that sort of energy stuff comes from a multiplicity of factors that, could get in the way of some certain products like this. But anyway, but I'm giving you guys an unbiased opinion about the product. So for me, that's what it was. I didn't get this, big energetic feeling or something like that. And that's what this product is marketed as. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I'm just saying my particular experience of it, and it may be different. I'm sure it is different strokes for different folks. There's so many factors that, again, contribute to things like energy and stuff like that. You never really know how it works. So that's pretty much the description of these products. Again, the Shalashin 2 was the product that's marketed as the thing that's supposed to give you the more frequent bowel movements, 3 to 6 per day. Now, and again, just kind of wrapping up the whole process, I was when I originally started taking this, I think I said in the last video that I started with 3 capsules in the morning and 3 capsules at night, which was 6 a day. And it hit me like really, really hard. Or at least I was sort of shocked by how it just hit me. Because when it hits you, I mean, you got to go to the bathroom like right there. At least for me, for the most part. So I started, I think about after 4 or 5 days, I went down to taking only 2 in the morning and two at night. And that kind of leveled out for me. So again, if you're taking this product, that's kind of what I recommend for you. I know you can buy these products separately, so I'm just talking about them separately as well. So if you decide to buy any of them separately, maybe start with the two, see how that works for you. If you're experiencing 3 to 6 a day, just stick with the two. Maybe if you're not getting that 3 to 6 bowel movements a day, just go ahead and take it up to 3 in the morning and three, at night, versus 2 in the morning and 2 at night. So that's it for this. The BioFerro again was pretty straightforward product. It's marketed as the product that's supposed to be sort of like a blood nourisher, in that removes toxins and stuff from your body, like or put your body in a more alkaline state and stuff like that. So it's supposed to be that product of the BioFerro. Again, nothing that you just feel that you're going to experience like this. Oh my God, my days are so much better now. It's not that kind of experience. At least it wasn't for me. So I wouldn't be expecting that kind of stuff out of it. Now, those are the products. So overall, the whole cleansing process, it's really hard to kind of give a sort of rating to it. One, because I don't do a lot of cleanses very often. I think the last cleanse I did was like 4 or 5 years ago. And even the ones that I was doing then, pretty much all of them are, at the end of the day, pretty much the same thing. You don't experience these huge differences in between them. So is this product different as far as what I experienced feeling? Is it different from any other cleanse or anything that I've done? I can't say that it's too much different, with the exception of what's marketed on the products as what they're supposed to do. A lot of the other cleanses, they have fiber and stuff in them like that, and they kind of do different things. But to their credit, or to Dr. Sebi's products credit, those products you don't really feel either, except for the bowel movements. The bowel movements is the thing with any cleanse that is probably going to be the all telling factor of which you're going to be able to discover whether or not the products work. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I guess if I just had to rate it, I'm a sort of generous person, so I would go about 7.5, maybe 8. And its effectiveness for me, I mean, I did experience the bowel movements, and that's at the end of the day, generally speaking, what you're going to get out of most cleanses anyway. The process, the reason I wouldn't rate it higher than that is because the process is, again, the bowel movements they're not really like light. I've read some reviews about it, and some people describe the bowel movements as sort of, controllable and light, and they are to some extent. It all depends on, the person. It's a very subjective process. But for me, I experienced a lot of stomach crampiness, and especially in this last week, I was kind of gassy a little bit when the BioFerro ran out. But again, to the credit of Dr. Sebi's products. Oh, and this is the other thing I'll get into about the diet. Now, there is a recommended diet that you're supposed to take when you're doing this cleanse. I did not follow the diet because at the time, during the last 3 weeks I've been taking these products, my schedule has just been like crazy busy, and it would have literally almost been impossible for me to try to maintain the diet that he recommends with specific fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. And all of that information that comes in the packet. I think I showed this last time. The diet information is here, so it shows you all the vegetables and fruits and stuff that you can take right there in the center of the pack. And this is what you get when the packet that comes with the product when you get it. So Anyway, but I do recommend if you're gonna take stuff like this, follow follow what they recommend. Do follow the diet if it's at all possible. I think that the diet is going to be a huge factor in how you experience these products. So what the stuff that I'm probably not so happy about could be very well a product or a result of me not following the recommended diet. And matter of fact, I'm sure that's what it is. Now I haven't on the other part, I haven't been eating like the most worst foods and stuff in the world. I juice every day, things of that nature. So my diet is fairly clean for the most part. So but that's my experience. The other thing is you are going to want to drink a lot of water. It does recommend that you drink water, lots of water when you're taking these products. You are going to want to drink a lot of water because what's going to happen is those bowel movements are going to be, you're going to get a lot of fluids out of your body with those bowel movements. It's going to be kind of like almost a little bit like diarrhea. And during those processes, you lose a lot of fluids in your body. So you're going to want to, rehydrate and make sure you're drinking a lot of water to help push those toxins and stuff out of your body because you're going to be losing quite a bit. So that's the other thing. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Follow the diet, if at all possible, or at least follow something very, very close to it. I think that's where the benefits are going to come in, and the most results from these products are going to come in. So I can't really fairly, judge them in a bad way when I didn't follow exactly what was recommended on the page. So that's again my experience of it. I am going to try out some more of Dr. Sebi's products. If you don't know about Dr. Sebi, I do advise you reading up on him. You can call. They have a number where you can call the office and order the products or ask questions about the products. I would recommend you do that if you have any questions about anything, any of the products in particular that you're thinking about taking. I would recommend that you do that. Just call and ask whatever questions you have, and that way you can kind of get some clarity about what's going on. I called to ask before I ordered. I think I called to ask I can't even remember what the question was, but they seemed very friendly. It wasn't a thing where they were just pushing stuff off on you or anything like that. The customer service seemed very friendly to me, but it's just one call, so I don't know. But anyway, that's my process with the small cleansing package. Again, it's listed as a small cleansing package on the site. Comes with these three products: the Viento, the Shalashin 2, if I'm getting the name correct, and the Ferro. So take it, guys. It's a cleanse. If you're thinking about doing a cleanse, I know it's at the time I'm making this video, I think it's still listed on the site as about $250. A little bit on the expensive side for cleanses, period. But for premium products, you kind of expect to pay a little bit more. I think the other thing is, and the last thing I'll say about this is, the only way that you can really truly tell about or get some type of objective measure about whether or not these products work is to go see your doctor. Maybe get some blood work done, see how your particular levels are, cholesterol levels, things of that nature, and see what's actually happening with your body as opposed to what was happening beforehand. So that's something else I would recommend. I know that's probably a lot, but maybe get some blood work and stuff done before you start the cleanse. Maybe again, these products again are going to last you about. Today is literally the 3-week day on the mark. So these products is going to last you about 3 weeks. So maybe schedule a doctor appointment before you start taking them, and then maybe three weeks, maybe a month or so after. Keep your diet clean, drink a lot of water, and that's pretty much all you have to remember. Stay close to the bathroom. I think one of the things I said in the last video is really get you some good toilet tissue, some Charmin, something soft or something like that. She's going to be using quite a bit. So I would get something to make sure you don't, chafe up and stuff like that from wiping so much. So anyway, that's my experience with this product. So if you have any questions, I would answer them for you. Just drop below the video, leave a comment and ask me any question that you want. I can tell you about what my experiences are about the product. If you have any specific questions, appreciate you guys looking at the video, and I hope it helps you out if you're thinking about taking the products. Talk to you guys later.